mindfulness when I become aware that I've been lost. Those absolute moments that you think, okay, let's see those habits of the mind and where I'm at. And then I pause and I'm able to perhaps spend a bit of time really being mindful. I absolutely love mindfulness of sound. I love listening. I live in an area where there's nothing behind me, so other than trees and walks, and I absolutely love watching squirrels walking along my fence. I love listening to the birds, so I might pause in what I'm doing and just be totally present. So I love those moments when I realise I've been distracted, but I'm back. I'm back home in my body and just really drop in again. Because those moments come and go all the time. We get lost. And I keep coming back and just pause and open.
I have 3 children under 6. So living mindfully for me means really looking myself in the eye on a daily basis. John Kabat-Zinn said that having kids is like being on an 18-year retreat. And I think before I had my children, I maybe didn't quite understand what he meant. But having children is the realest thing I've ever done. And yeah, it's very easy to be mindful if you're just in a place with other mindful people and you're on retreat. When you're in the real world, with your buttons being pushed on a daily basis in the way that kind of having young children does, your patience, your capacity to be the parent that you really want to be, you have to really, I have found I've really had to kind of call on my resources, and my mindfulness has been kind of what's kept me on the right side of sane on a bad day, and what has really enabled me to enjoy and appreciate this amazing gift of motherhood on a good day. So yeah, I would really not like to see myself as a parent without it.
That's very true for me also, and especially that sense of real appreciation. You know, with kids, it goes so quickly, and there are so many amazingly beautiful moments. Mm-hmm. But the question is, am I there? Am I actually seeing it? Am I seeing his delight in finding this tiny little round pebble on the ground while I'm on my way to the shop? You know, he's walking there with his first steps and he sees this little treasure. Do I wait? Do I explore this treasure with him? And you know, in a 5-minute walk to the shop, that easily becomes an hour because there's so many delightful things in the world. And so I think one of the things that mindfulness enables me to do is to really be there with him in his delightful world, in his exploration of what to him really matters. And it helps me to drop my story of what I think really matters, like keeping the house clean and getting to places in time and you know, all those practical things, and do them kind of in between, really being present with him in these tiny, beautiful moments.
Obviously, mindfulness isn't just about the nice moments and feeling happy all the time or anything like that. For me, it's just opening up to emotions, all emotions, more fully. So, and it gives you the tools maybe to understand the more difficult and challenging emotions. But the other side of that is it also makes you more aware and in the present with the positive things. So it's kind of, instead of the wave being like that, the peaks and troughs in some ways can be a bit higher. So it can bring challenges, but it can also, the other side of that is, you know, just being in the present with things that you otherwise would have overlooked, that would have passed you by, and finding joy in simple things and straightforward things that you might have just ignored in the past.
One of the ways it comes really alive, I guess, is in some really kind of small ways, which is like just noticing things, just experiencing small things, and just being with that experience. So let me give you a very, very small example. We're sitting here and it's autumn, and we're noticing the changing of leaves. falling of leaves, leaves on the ground, leaves as they become more and more brittle, as they get thrown up by the wind. And it's noticing all those tiny little things and the kind of the splendour, the awe of all those tiny little things that we kind of miss sometimes. Or it might be even just about walking down a city street, and instead of kind of looking at all the shops, just looking up, just gazing up. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that up there. Not the sky, but just the bits on the buildings that you miss. So it's a lot about noticing. And then also noticing about your body as well. How's my body moving through the day? How's my body moving through the city streets? How's my body right now? So all those things, and it brings you back to you, and it brings you back to that more kind of ease of relationship with